Hello Internetians, my name is Josh, aka Ultraplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross. Welcome back to UBLN, Season number 2, Week number 2. Your New York Metagross are 1-0 after coming off a win last week against Raichus, with our birds just destroying his soul. And this week we are going against the one and only Tesla Mouse, coach of the Houston Raichus. Go check him out, his links are in the description below. As you can see on his screen, on my screen I should say, you can see the 6 mans that he decided to bring. He brings the Electros, the Latios, the Polito, the Megapert, the Minior, and the Stoutland. Scary, scary, scary lineup. However, we do not see the Goodrow, which is very, very nice, and we don't see the Magnezone, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful that we do not see that. We also didn't see the Poliwrath, or the Granbull, or his other mon is, in fact, a Hippowdon. So that's lit. Now, I'm going to know almost every single play that happens this time. Unlike last time, where I only watched the battle once before I started recording. I've watched this battle numerous times. This is my 3rd attempt at recording, and if the sound is any more still messed up afterwards, I'm done. I quit, and we'll fix it next week. This is my 3rd time recording this video, so shout out to that. So I know every single play that's happened. And I also know that on my screen we have the 6 mons that I have decided to bring. For a quick rundown, even though we have a team builder fully dedicated to all the sets, we have our max HP, max special attack, Modest, Splash Parade, 4 attacks in Primarina. We have a 2 attacks, Rest Sleep, Talk Cloud 9, Licky Licky. We have our pivoting, Toxic, Celebi. We have our Insect Plate, Speed Boost, John Mega with Protect, our 4 attacks, Dragonium Z Noivern, and our physically defensive, speedy Excadrill with Stealth Rocks and Rapid Spin. So, looking at his team at team matchup, I immediately noticed that he had absolutely no switch-ins to Primarina, and he had no mon that could really force it out immediately, not on turn 1. His Electros can do a lot of damage to me with the Thunderbolt, and could potentially OHKO me with the Wild Charge. However, I fully do not expect him to have Wild Charge, as he needs that Electros very much so that he can take off my flying spam. Because without it, it kind of destroys him. So I very much expect him to run Thunderbolt so he's not taking recoil a lot. And I believe even if he's choice specs, he does not knock me out with the Thunderbolt, or... No, I believe he doesn't knock me out with a choice specs Volt Switch. So no matter what, almost no matter what, there's no reason for me to not lead Primarina, and absolutely just body his soul with whatever attack I choose to go for. If he leads Electros, that's perfectly fine. I will stay in. I can take any hit from that thing, like I just said, and fire off a huge hit. So I'm going to lead my Primarina, and he is in fact going to lead with his Keel, which is going to be his Electros. Now, like I said, there's no reason for me to not just fire off a Hydro Pump. 1, because he won't be able to do too much to me, and 2, if he overpredicts, I will take virtually nothing, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to overpredict me to go into Excadrill with the Celebi and go for Flamethrower, and that is perfectly fine, because that means I get another shot at this Hydro Pump. And you are going to see from this damage that he is, in fact, max HP Assault Vest. And he's going to overpredict again and go for Flamethrower. Now, based on this Flamethrower damage, I do know that he is now confirmed to be the set that I thought he was going to be, which is max HP, max special attack, Modest with an Assault Vest, so that he can handle my burbs. However, at this point, he's already really on a back foot. At this point, Hydro Pump is going to come off again. He doesn't have a good switch into this monster, and his Electros goes down, and that just frees up my burbs to do so much work to him. Minior can be an issue to them, but Minior does not break through Excadrill, and Excadrill will OHKO it with Iron Head. So that is perfect, perfect, perfect. He's going to go to his Politoed, and still, I'm just like, you can't do anything to me. Primarina is going to wreck shop. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to let him Ice Beam me. I don't care. That's going to do 10%. Exactly. It does less than 10%, actually, I think. I don't know. I'm going to fire off Moonblast, do about 40%, which confirms that he's kind of especially defensive invested. And he's going to go for Toxic. And still, I have no reason to switch out. I'm just going to keep staying in and attack, attack, attack. Because I have no reason not to. So I'm going to go for Moonblast here, do another 40-45%, leave him about 10-15%. I'm going to take around Toxic. Now, I predicted him to be Rest. So I wanted to make sure I had to jump on him and wasn't gonna get here and sit here and get stalled out. So I'm gonna go into my Celebi on what I believe to be a rest. As he switches out to his Swampert, trying to take the Moonblast, which he can take one, and fire back an Earthquake and kill me. So I look like a legend. Like, I look like an absolute boss. And because he refilled the Fear of the Grass tab, I get to get a free U-turn off. He goes out into his Latios, as I predicted. No reason not for him to go out to Latios unless I'm U-turn, which I am. And I'm going to get off a decent amount of damage on this thing. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go out to Noivern. So the reason I go out to Noivern here is because I have Frisk. And I can frisk his item and see what he has. If he's a Choice Scarf variant, I can go right back out to Celebi, take nothing from Draco Meteor, roost it, or recover it off, and just start pivoting, and he's caught in the Vortex, basically. At this point, he's basically caught in the Vortex, unless he's Scarf Latios, in which case he can kind of escape it for 2 seconds. However, I am going to frisk his item, and it's going to be the Groundinium Z, which means he's forced out, because Draco Meteor will kill him. Which also means he has Earthquake for my Excadrill, or Tyranitar. So he's going to go out to Stoutland, probably predicting the U-turn, otherwise I don't really see how that makes sense, because I just Draco or Hurricane, that thing gets 2 KO'd and can't really outspeed me. So I'm going to U-turn out, and I'm going to go into my Celebi, because I can take any hit this thing wants to go for. I may be specially defensive, but this thing can only 2 KO me with Crunch, I believe. And he actually goes for Ice Fang, which is kind of questionable, because Return will do more, but I understand why he goes for Ice Fang. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of annoying. I would have loved to get the Toxic off and start wearing this thing down. But that's perfectly fine. I do have Natural Cure, and I'm still relatively healthy and can still take a hit from the Latios. I am just going to switch out into my Primarina, predicting him to go for another Ice Fang. And if he doesn't go for Ice Fang, and in fact goes for Return and kills me, that's perfectly fine, because I can just act upon that. He actually does go for Ice Fang again on my Primarina. He can't freeze me, because I am poisoned, or toxic. And here I can just fire off an Aqua Jet, because Aqua Jet is boosted in the rain, and it splashes and everything. It's going to get off a decent amount of damage so that I can... It's always the best play. Like, there's no reason for me not to. He's actually going to go for Ice Fang again, predicting me to switch, and I'm just like, perfect! That's another free Aqua Jet! And that is going to put him very... Right now, he's about 33%. After this Aqua Jet, and after the next round of Life Orb, he's going to end up very, very low, to the point where almost any move on my entire team is going to be able to knock him out for, like, Rapid Spin or something. So there goes the Aqua Jet. And there comes the Return, and you're going to see that I am going to get knocked out by the Stoutland. Primarina did its job perfectly well, and he ends up at about 2%. I'm going to go to my Noivern. It is what I believe to be the best play, because it still forces certain mons to come in. Basically, it's going to force the Swampert to come in. And I'm just going to fire off a Flamethrower, and that further forces the Swampert to come in, because if he thinks I'm Choice, which he should, because I U-turned out earlier, then that just forces that in. I can get a free switch at the Licky Licky. I don't want him to go into... I mean, I could also potentially force out the Latios if he really thinks I'm Choice, and that could drop a Draco on that, which would be great. But instead, I force out the Swampert, which is fine, because I do have Licky Licky, which is just going to be a permanent stop to this thing. So, if he Power-Up Punches here, that's a really bad scenario for me, and could end up proving very fatal. However, you're going to see that he is going to go for the Rain Dance. Which I'm like, perfect. As long as he doesn't Waterfall Flinch me, we're fine. We'll be good, and we'll maybe kill the thing with Power Whip. And if not, we'll put it in range of any other attack, because I do 93% minimum to a semi-bulky Mega Swampert. He is going to go to the Waterfall, revealing that he doesn't have Superpower. I'm not going to get Flinch. Power Whip is going to come off, and that is just going to clean Oko, the Mega Swampert. Licky Licky picking up his first kill in his first match, and he's going to go out to Starboy. So here, I was really debating this play. So, at this point, I want to sack my Licky Licky. I do not want to hard switch into Excadrill, because if I do, he can Earthquake me. And pop my Shuka Berry, and then switch out and get a free setup later, and then destroy me. So I want to kill this thing. However, I want to not put it into his other form. So instead of going for Power Whip, I'm going to go for Knock Off. If for any reason he's not White Herb and he's Focus Sash, knocking off is the best play, because it will just break his Focus Sash. And if he's like Babiri Berry, I knock that off as well. However, he is going to reveal to be the White Herb, so none of that really ends up mattering. I'm going to go for Knock Off. I'm going to do a decent amount. which tells me that another one will not knock him into the other form, so I will go for that. Acrobatics is not going to knock me out because I am super bulky. And I'm going to put it down kind of low. And he's just going to go for Acrobatics once again and knock me out. So now that Licky Licky goes down, I can just go straight into my Excadrill. As you are going to see, here comes Marilyn Monroe, the Excadrill. I am just going to fire off an Iron Head. I do have the Sugar Berry. It is not in his other form. This is going to do virtually nothing to me. As you can see, it's going to do about 40%. So that is absolutely perfect. And Iron Head is going to come off. And Iron Head is going to kill. So that is lovely. Minior goes down and all he has left is Latios and the 10% Politoed. I expect the Groundinium Z to go off right here. I believe I just clicked Stealth Rock, this is a suicide play. They need to go for regular Earthquake, and because I'm physically defensive, that's not going to kill. Stealth Rocks will automatically kill the Politoed, which is whatever. Sure, Excadrill gets a kill. Had I known that he would just go for that, I would have gone for Iron Head, so I wouldn't have to give that kill to Excadrill. However, he just goes for Defog, which I'm like, okay, whatever, you do you. As soon as I get Yanmega in, I'm going to win. And here, I go for Iron Head, and I'm just like, okay, there's no reason for him to either click anything other than Roost or Earthquake here. I'm going to preserve the differential. It's always, there's no reason not to. Even if he Draco'd here and killed me, I went after Noivern and won anyway. So, he's going to Earthquake. I'm going to get a free switch into my Yanmega. Go for the Protect, which is going to allow me to get a free speed boost. Now outspeeding his Latios, because we did confirm that he is not in fact Choice Scarf, he is Groundinium Z. And Insect Plate boosted Bug Buzz is going to decimate Latios from this range. Bug Buzz can go off, and Latios is going to fall. And finally, the only mon he has left is a 10% Politoed, which cannot take any one of my hits. In fact, I'm sure it would die to U-turn at this range. He's going to activate his Drizzle. Yanmega is in, and Yanmega is about to pick up, I believe, his third kill of the season. Giga Drain goes off, and down goes the Politoed. That is going to be GG to Tesla Mouse and the Houston Raichus. Very, very good game. And Primarina just putting in all the work at the beginning. Definitely the MVP of this match. Just really helping break holes for Yanmega and Noivern to put in a lot of game late work. A lot of work late game. Wow, English is good. English is hard, guys. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Next week, we are going to go against Arctic Weavile and the Virginia Cavaliers. I've said that 3 times so far. How did I forget this? If the sound is messed up, I probably posted this video anyway. So if the sound is messed up and you're still around, God bless you. You get a cookie. If it's not messed up, you can have a cookie anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.